I'm not wishing it on you. It might happen. It's going to happen. The only problem that will reduce the effects is that a lot of you are built, okay, to develop your own coping mechanism whenever this weapon that is fashioned against you fired an arrow at you. Bah! Job don't go. Because na jeje you dey. And these rogues, like I said, they have made Nigeria the weapon fashioned against us. And na jeje you go dey. You go just hear a pa. Trust me, Tinubu's party is going to be much, much like, how can I say it without scaring you? There is no how. Maybe if you are scared, when you are given whenever you are given an option, a choice, you will be careful in how you choose, won't you? Great. Now, going forward, the people who got killed at Todonbiri, they want Tinubu's minister or ministers. Badaru, the former Jigawa governor, who is now the Minister of Defense. Matawale, who was the former governor of Zamfara. Zamfara, who is also a Minister of State. These people bossed themselves to Abuja and straight to the National Assembly. I'll show you, which started this way. Bama is that they don't want him anymore, making themselves feel like they actually appointed them in the first place. You didn't appoint them. He appointed them as a means of a compensation. And unfortunately, none of them has even returned back to Nigeria as at the time when that thing happened. Imagine that American military, American Air Force, just bombed a village in Texas. And their president, Joe Biden, is somewhere in Europe having some international summit or whatever. What do you think will happen? Joe Biden, that moment the news broke, what do you think is going to happen? He will return back to America right away and address Americans on American soil on what just happened. Nigerians have no leader, they have nothing. Here you get, they read about all these disasters and they just thank God that it's not them. They don't look forward to any sort of a statement from their own president and all that. And whenever the statement is going to come, it's going to come from a place called the Presidency, where some ragtag hired praise singers who put together words, blah, 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 nonsense that mean nothing. And that's it. Because they're going to kill another people. As you are watching this video, they don't kill some people now. Now, tomorrow, you're going to hear the breaking news. Oh, breaking news. 47 people kidnapped in Sokoto yesterday. And you just be like, nobody is were we not talking about Kaduna the other, just yesterday, my Yegu said, that's why people don't care anymore. When they see the news, they just say, oh, thank God it's not me. Oh, hey, yeah, thank God. Well, thank God it's not me. That's what they have turned people to. So these ones, like I said, bossed themselves to Abuja and they are making demands. Listen to this.
An Arewa youth movement on the lingering insecurity in Nigeria and a call for the Minister of Defense to resign. Yes. Good day, gentlemen of the press. On behalf of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Northwest Zone, and the Arewa Youth Movement, we are here today to say that we are not crying wolf, but stating a reality. Yes. For those who have eyes to see, let them see well. And those who have ears to hear, let them listen attentively. Nigeria is not well because Nigerians are being killed day by day. Gentlemen of the press, in view of the foregoing, the leadership of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Northwest Zone, and that of the Arewa Youth Movement, after due consultations, have observed with a total dismay the lackluster performance of His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Defense, Alhaji Muhammadu Badaru, in handling the Ministry of Defense. Yes. Not only a critical, but also a strategic ministry in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. As a result of that, security situation in the country keeps deteriorating since his inception as Minister of Defense. Gentlemen of the press, these two organizations have a moral obligation to express our grievances because Nigeria is in shambles situations in terms of security of lives and property, most especially in northern Nigeria. There is hardly a week without terrorists attacking one community or the other. People have been killed and are still being killed in their homes, farms, and even places of worship. Nigeria keeps losing members of the armed forces, which include the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, and members of the Nigeria Police Force. Our university students are still in captivity and no one knows their whereabouts. These are the clear indications that the minister is incompetent to handle that sensitive ministry. Gentlemen of the press, we are using this crucial medium to draw the attention of the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCON, to ask the Honorable Minister of Defense, Alhaji Muhammadu Badaru, to wake up from his slumber to face his national responsibility or honorably resign, because security situation is deteriorating under his watch. Similarly, we are not only drawing the attention of the President on the Honorable Minister's poor performance, but we are also calling the attention of members of the National Assembly to look into the lackluster performance of the Minister and to do the needful for the benefit of the country. Finally, we express our sincere gratitude to our members who have gathered here today to exercise our constitutional right in democracy. We pray for a journey mercy back to our respective destination. Thank you very much. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Amen.
Somebody said the ignorance of these northerners is one of the problems of Nigeria. No. They are not ignorant. And there is no ignorance in this. It is actually hypocrisy. Now, killing in the north and them reacting to them will take center stage, since it is not a northerner. Because if you protested against a northerner, number one, so you are working with the enemies to bring down the government of a northerner. You will never be forgiven. Even if Bokwari was eating people alive, the norm is that it must not come from their mouth. And if there are anyone who is trying to gain any national attention based on this that could lead to the whole country reacting, it is their duty, Even if they are the victims of the same failed government, it is their duty to stand up and defend him and pray for him. That's the most you can do. But do not ever join those who are going to say, Bokwari must go. So Bokwari must go. So another person from the south can come. No, they would rather die. So it is not ignorance at all. Do you understand? It is hypocrisy. They did it with Jonathan. With thoughts, kidnapping school children. Was the highest boiling point or highest how far the terrorists could go in order to get everybody to react the same way. Then under Bokwari, it became a pastime. It became a normal thing. But they kept quiet. They kept quiet. At a point, they did so much to link the terrorism in northern Nigeria, to link it to IPOB. There are some in northern Nigeria that believes that there are some military men. They believe that some military men were arresting their youth because those military men are from the eastern Nigeria. They are from the southern Nigeria. That those their youth, they are arresting for terrorism. They are not terrorists. I'm not going to say they are, because knowing how Nigeria military operates, Abi. But it became so sad that they protected those terrorists. They know them. They have names. They have bases. They have everywhere. They have camps. And they prefer to just suffer for it in silence. Or a southerner is there. Protesting is no longer haram. That is not ignorance. That is hypocrisy. And if anyone believes that they don't know what they are doing, they do. It's all about power. And they need something. Good luck Egbere Jonathan was able to be subdued. Here you get. Because it wasn't probably as cold-hearted as them. In any way, for the next 4, 8, or 20 years of Tinubu Shege that all of them go face, they are now going to be using this poverty, using this terrorism. You are going to hear a lot from them now. You're going to be seeing videos. You're going to be seeing them gathered together, because the terrorism is not going anywhere. Tinubu doesn't give a damn about you, just like Bokwari didn't. Under Bokwari, the only thing that Nigerians were fed with to make them know that they still had military chiefs is when they all marched together, working with walking sticks, to go and see the brain dead, lifeless mannequin Bokwari inside the asshole rock. They'll say, we are discussing the security strategic to the Mr. President. Why they are doing strategic means that they don't kidnap about 200 school children. I mean, it became a joke. So that's exactly what you are going to suffer under Tinubu. Don't let anybody delude you. Here you get. Don't let anybody delude you. Everybody is there to make their own money. Even though they might pretend to be doing right now, as all of them are crying in northern Nigeria that they are killing you this or killing you that, the people of Middle Belt who have become the most victims of this bloodshed, they too, they are there. You understand? As you are seeing all this death, all these killings, Tinubu and his gang, they are already giving themselves a award that since Tinubu came in, the security has improved. Baba, about 3 months ago, some youth coppers, they were going to Sokoto to go and do their youth service. They got kidnapped. Do you know that majority of them are still with the kidnappers, youth corpers? Mm-hmm. They have a booklet they give to them when you go for your youth service. There's a booklet. Inside that booklet, there are some advices. In fact, security advices given there. There's a portion in that booklet where it is stylishly advised to have at least the number of 2 people that you can phone for ransom in case you are kidnapped. I'm not joking. No. It's not a joke. How many youth coppers are watching this broadcast right now? Are you a youth copper? Tell me, have you seen it before? Oh no, I should have that copy, and I'm going to go look for it and I'll show you. Let's say if you are going to some part of Nigeria, as part of your insurance, you must at least cram numbers of 2 people that can pay ransom when you get kidnapped. No call government, no call NYSC. Nobody go pick your call, and nobody will look for you. I'm going to go look for that portion and I'm going to share it with you. Not just that. Thousands of Nigerians are currently in different captivity in the hands of these terrorists in Nigeria today. But Tinubu and his gang, they are giving themselves award that the last 6 months, the security in Nigeria has improved. Or Mr. President is going to do more. Let me replay that video of Lagbaja visiting the people they bombed, the survivors. Mo will listen to what he said, and you remember what I just told you now, right? The security is improving. We are working so hard. We are blah, 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 blah.
Drop your phone. Who are you?
My assessment of that unfortunate incident of Sunday the 3rd of December 2023 is that it's grave, it's regrettable, but we will do everything possible to prevent such an occurrence happening again in the conduct of our operations going forward. I've gone around to visit and interact with the members of the community. I've come again now to the hospital to see the injured, and this will help me to know the level of expertise that I need to put on the table in conducting the inquiry into what happened on Sunday, so that that inquiry can come up with relevant recommendations that will guide us in the conduct of our operations going forward. The community has been enjoined to view what happened as just a temporary setback. It was not intended. It's regrettable, it's unfortunate, and we'll work with the community to provide necessary support to the community as a whole and to the injured persons, so that they can quickly regain their health. We are more encouraged by the support shown by the members of the community, even the injured ones here in the hospital. And that will go a long way to spur the troops, to provide security, to provide an enabling environment for law-abiding citizens to go about their businesses. The troops will continue with the conduct of their operations. What we need to do is to fine-tune our operations such that we do not have this kind of lapses that will lead to unfortunate loss of life.
Nuisance, Lele.
That's the Lagbaja. And that's it. Just unfortunate. Just a mistake. I just hope that they will not kill you. You. Say amen. They will not kill you by mistake. Nigeria is a place where you can be killed by mistake. And the person that killed you by mistake, will never be known. Here you get. And when it happens, you're going to be on your own. And that is why you should say amen. May you not be killed by mistake, by error. It's only in they'll say, wrong identity and all of that stuff. But this one, like, wrong wrong ancestry, because on your ancestral land, where you they sleep, inside your room, law-abiding citizen, boom, baba. By the time you open your eyes, now you go to ask others, say, where are we? Sorry, excuse me, where are we? That you know, say about levels don't change. Oh, this must be a dream. Oh, I don't even know how it is like when person die. Like, like just imagine it. Like if I die now, I would just be like wandering about in the cloud, like, oh my God. And somebody, who don't die as well, because a lot of people who die, millions of people die every day anyway. So a lot of people who died, right? All of us could just see us. They'll just be like, hey, come this way. Like, you just be like that. I don't know. But Nigeria is a place where you can be mistakenly killed. And the troops can move on. No responsibility. There is no punitive measure or anything put. No. You are just a number. That's sad gone. So, and I think that is why in that same Abuja today, okay, the Abuja people who seems to have suddenly feel like if this Wike continue like this, a lot of us are going to become homeless and criminals. Abuja's security has become more exposed. You can get kidnapped with ease in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria now, than you can go missing in Ibadan or go missing in Owerri. I'm not joking. Abuja residents are sort of living on an extra care that they have to live on avoiding one chance transports and all that, right? To avoid kidnappers, to avoid the criminal police that are there to extort them, to avoid kidnappers who are kidnapping you for money. Now listen to this. So these are just like outside, Abi, even inside your house. Normally, when you hear, bah, go, open the door. When you say, sorry, who is that? It's us, armed robbers. Now armed robbers. You say, I'm robbers. Hey, everybody, relax. They are coming to rob us. So please, let us relax. Go and open the door. Don't do any, you know what I mean? These days, inside Abuja, if you hear, bah, climbing fence and everywhere, say, who are those? Who are you? Now we kidnappers, open the door. Because they come straight into your house to actually kidnap you now, like randomly. So now you go call the tell them, say, you, Junior, you, yeah, I beg, run, enter that particular room. Let them kidnap me. If they don't kidnap me, I go look for money. And this may sound funny to you. It's not funny. It might sound funny to you because you are watching me right now. I don't know what kind of comfort or wherever you are watching from, This is actually true life stuff. In your home, and you are taken. And you may never be seen again. And if you are seen, you may never be the same again. And that's in Abuja. So a lot of them are already like, we're a Wike. If he continues this way, and ignores his real job, and there's going to be a problem. So they were asking Tinubu to remove him. How? You know, I don't know, say when we're a Wike divorced, who be that guy? What's that guy? Tambua. When we're a Wike divorced Tambua last year, 2022, he went for a sugar daddy that doesn't have to bother him. All he needs to do is just to twerk for him. He's old, senile, weak. He only needs an entertainer, dressed like a school kid. Oh yeah, but senior role different Tinubu. And he was made a governor of Abuja. So if you go to the same guy to send with a Wike away, where do you want him to send him to? To Rivers? I don't know. I'm just saying. There are people who are now asking that where a Wike must go, but we'll come back to them. To the students of Shakpade Ogun Poli, I believe, right? I don't know if some of you have heard this. Watch. Still talking about surviving in the contraption that these criminals are administering. Imagine if your child actually attends this school. Just imagine it. I'll come back.
Good morning, everybody. I am a student of Gateway Polytechnic, ICT, Shakpade, Ogun State. There is this thing going on in that school. Please, government. It's like you guys, you are not seeing it at all. They are killing us. No power now. They are killing us. They shot my friend in the head this morning. He's confirmed dead. The students in me no law. I'm harm robber. I'm one child only going there. When the Nisha go there for our students in the Coleman Shake over. School is not even doing anything about it at all. I thought this is getting too much. Too much. I talked to my friend 12 a.m. today. I was asleep. I got a call. They told me my friend was shot in the head and he was confirmed dead at 3 a.m. this morning. The school authorities are not doing anything about it. Government, please help the students. And I will urge every student who gives to Polytechnic, everybody should run to their house. Everybody should go to their various houses. Don't stay in school. Everybody run away. Run away. I told my friend, every one of them should go back to their houses. I told him more than 5 times because the armed robbery stuff is getting too much. Like it has become a normal thing in Sakpade, Gateway. It has become a normal thing to rob students of their things. And they don't do that to indigenes. They only do that towards the students. And they are kings, they are governors in that state, but nobody is doing anything about it. And they are hearing things about it. They are not doing anything. Every student there should run to their house. I can remember the students of Gateway, they protested, they protest. When they shot a guy also, see, they killed my friend again this morning. Imagine, you be to run your school. Ó gbé school ọmọ mi wá, ó wá di àárọ̀ ọjọ́ kọ́kọ́ pé ọmọ àwọn olè wọ́n ti yìnbọn fún lórí. How does that sound?
Sad. And that is the reality of so many young people right now in Nigeria. Armed robbers is their own problem at Shakpade, Gateway Polytechnics. Armed robbers. robbing the students. They are there. They cannot be protected. So let's go back to that Abuja, where this guy said, Wike must go, Shani.
Wike must go. Nigerians stand united that Wike must go. Wike must go. He is an unnecessary distraction in the FCT. But President Bola Tinubu must remove Wike as Minister of FCT. He's bringing unnecessary distraction to the government. We as responsible citizens, we cannot accept this kind of uncouth, indecorous person to continue to pilot the affairs of FCT. His actions are avoidably controversial and hurting, and his diction has been foul, combative, and condescending, as if he is a deliberate punishment sent to the people of the Federal Capital Territory by President Tinubu. In Nyesom Wike's alleged penchant for land grabbing and cronyism has begun to emerge, as some of the land reforms are suspected to be targeted at dispossessing Nigerians of their properties and reacquiring them through cronies. There is tension in the FCT today under the brutal and sometimes criminal Wike is coming menace. His recent clash with the governor of Rivers State, Sasim Similai Puvara, isn't just a mere political disagreement, but a display of dirty politics that has no place in a civilized society. Wike's preoccupation with personal vendetta has diverted his attention from his primary responsibility, neglecting the critical objectives set by the federal government for the FCT. Wike's high-handedness in land policies, the revocation of lands, perceived animosity towards a particular section of the country, and the alarming manner in which lands are allocated risks of high-level corruption. It is evident that the action of Mr. Wike do not align with the government agenda for reforms and development in the FCT. Mr. Wike's tactics, reminiscent of an emperor, which is exhibited during his tenure as governor of Rivers State. And these are detrimental to the progress and growth we seek for our FCT and the nation at large. Furthermore, Wike's disregard for decorum in media address and his reckless remarks without considering their implications on the administration are not befitting of a public office holder. His lack of accountability and administrative failures are evident that his actions threaten to cause irreparable harm to the administration credibility. Therefore, we, the network of civil society for economic sustainability, call on President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to take decisive action to contain the excesses of Mr. Nyesom Wike. It is in the best interest of our nation that Mr. Wike's disruptive tendencies are addressed promptly to safeguard the integrity of this administration and ensure that the objectives set for the FCT are pursued diligently and without any distractions from any quarters. Let us stand together in this call for accountability and responsible governance.
Society, as coalition and civil society, we are asking President Ahmed Bola Tinubu to sack Wike. Enough is enough. The threat, the tension in FCT is uncalled for. Remove Wike, sack Wike now. That is what the coalition of civil society. We need a responsible governance in FCT, not a more. Sack Wike now is what we are here for. Thank you.
The more you look, the less you see. The more you look, the less you see. The more you look. It is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian.
And I feel like that is what Wike will say after watching that video. It will just be like, it is smoke Igbo. It is smoke Indian hemp. The more you look, the less you see. The more you look, the less you see. Wike is doing land grabbing in Abuja. They want to take people's lands. All it takes is just to make a policy. Wike came and he said, Tinubu said, everybody in Abuja, you must be recertified of your land. Here you get CFO, certificate of occupancy, which was given to you that has the lifespan of 100 years. Tinubu and Wike, they came. So Wike said Tinubu told him that everybody must be recertified. You have to be issued a new CFO. That you have been living in Abuja for 50 years, 60 years. Now your story be that too. If you don't pay 3.5 million naira per plot, if you build your house on 10 acre, 1 acre of land, or 10, whatever, 1 acre, 2 acres, or whatever. Now per plot, so 3.5 million per plot. They will come share for you. You will pay. That is then to show that, okay, you can continue to live in your house. In the next few weeks or so, where the Wike is going to start his own demolition in Abuja, and they're going to be demolishing people's houses, saying either they will say they built house where they shouldn't, or they don't have a CFO. All of these, all of una where they hope for waiting Tinubu did in Lagos, men can't do them for Nigeria. You are welcome to the party. They will take it from you, and they will keep it for themselves, and they will ask you to do your worst. Waiting when I want to do. Maybe nothing. And I bet all of una we still think that it is a protest. Protest cannot take care of this. But mukuna they bring them up small. When you are ready, resistance is going to be your way out, not protest. But who are those who are familiar, who should be worried about their future? The students, all of them with this school that they are about to make, they were about to turn you to dropouts. A lot of you are never going to graduate. They will make sure of that. So, are you not worried? Should you not be in combative gears? Your future is being mortgaged before your very eyes. But when the student leaders can't even, they are like replica of their own criminal politicians. So they said they decided to have an election of the National Association of Nigerian Students, something like that, NANS. And Wahala started because Shegematine has his own candidate. And his candidate must be the president of NANS in Nigeria. And others felt like, no, it can't be. Wahala sha happen. DSS can't they shoot the students where they disagree with the president's son. They swear for you. When I know they look, you cannot disagree with the president's son. The first son of the Federal Republic. He is not the first son. He has a brother. Yeah, he has a brother who is older than him. Yinka. Sorry, who is older between Yinka and Sheyi, by the way? Yinka seems older. I know Sheyi is my age. Sheyi is about 38, 39. But Yinka seems older. Who is older? Do you even know? See, look at them. Who is Yinka? They're asking, who is Yinka? Yinka Tinubu. You will see more of him very soon anyway. I don't know which one is the first son, but that of Iyaloja has been settled. Folashade is the first daughter of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You see how people are asking where Yinka dey? Who be Yinka? I'll go look for Yinka picture. I'll show you Yinka. So you can see Yinka Tinubu. Anyway, it's a guy, by the way. It's not a girl. Okay. So Sheyi was interested, and DSS can't they shoot everybody? Say, now they craze. So the student now came back. Instead of making them angry, but so they can't they sing on your mandate, we shall stand, give up straight in it. A lot of us are talking about future. And we are worried for what the future is going to be like when things continues like this. But when you now see the people who should be worried for their future, they can't they wear Tinubu jersey, they sing. Baba, when I told you that whenever they say there is a light after the tunnel, it all long parfum. Listen to me very well, young man. If you look at anybody in Nigeria that uses the phrase, there is light after the tunnel, they are lying to you. Some of us, we have been to the future. Some of us, we have managed to go to the end of the tunnel. Do you want me to advise you? They don't steal the generator with the generator light at the end of the tunnel. Everything is dark, shallow, and scary. You should be worried. And those who have their own little contribution that they could make, in fact, considering their own population in Nigeria, they have a lot of influence that they probably would rather sell off on a spam pass.
On your mandate, Boza. On your mandate, Boza. On your mandate, we shall stand.
This is a press statement by Comrade Rebore Jude Deniran, President-elect of the National Association of Nigeria Students, NANS. Dear Nigeria students, distinguished NANS senators, our amiable stakeholders, all lovers of education across Nigeria, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is with a deep sense of responsibility and commitment to service of national development, generational shift in power, and restoration of our dear nation's glory. It is important that I address you today, sending solidarity greetings in the name of one struggle, unity, peace, and renewal. Today has come, and tomorrow will reveal the activities of today. I appreciate the last administration executive, including the Senate arm, for their service and sacrifices to the Nigerian students as an association. All committees are also appreciated by me, including the convention chairman and all CPCs as well. Most appreciation goes to the distinguished non-senators, which are the delegates, the SUG presidents, and our respected stakeholders for their well contributions and support to the success of the 2023 National Convention. The senators, delegates have spoken well by electing one of them, who is the former union president, person of Comrade Reju Denera, myself, as the NAS president today. During the convention, a lot happened that we heard and witnessed, good, bad, and ugly. To the glory of God, we have started addressing the bad and ugly situations that requires urgent attention. I'm calling on the Department of State Security to give a report of the 2023 elective NAS convention, as the world is eager to know. It is an enormous privilege and honor to be trusted with the leadership of NAS students, of Nigeria students. I am deeply conscious that this privilege is honored at this time. It is indeed a remarkable and historic victory for Nigeria students, and I have no doubt about what this means to the students' community. We call on our cause contenders in the electionary level to join hands with us and to take the delivering comprehensive leadership and sustainably a voice of their Nigeria students. We appreciate the efforts of stakeholders and we urge them to continue giving us the best guidance towards students' interests. The mandate have freely given us is a mandate to reform the investment in the future of NANS, and it's also very clear as an instruction for good governance. I assure you of good leadership, and I assure you that the NANS leadership under my administration will represent the interests of genuine Nigeria students on and off campuses. Thank you very much. I've earlier, in the process of my campaign, I have earlier raised the concern about the rigorous process in accessing the loan. I lend my voice and appeal to the National Assembly and the federal government as well to either make the loan a grant for Nigeria students or to make it more accessible, because I think the process are too rigorous.
Nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi.
Our future leaders nìyẹn. For those who know the shenanigans of NANS and all those bodies that pop up, sure you get. Some said the guy looked like, or they all look like people speaking from the IDP camps. Don't worry. You see, it is either they are going to take him to Sheyi Tinubu to go and prostrate and say, Egbon, I'm also Yoruba now. I am also for Ashiwaju. I am APC. Shey you get student, leader of students in Nigeria. So you have to go there and pledge. So if Sheyi Tinubu now feels like, okay, then he can continue to parade himself as a non-president. But if Sheyi Tinubu is like, are you mad? Don't even bring him closer to me. Don't, please. Don't even mention that name to me anymore. In fact, see, call me that, call me Abu. Oh, Abu DSS. Yeah, call me Abu. So in the next few days, DSS may pick him up and his own party and everybody. The same DSS that was shooting gun when they were doing the election, DSS will pick him up. And they will say he's actually like a threat. Before you know it, the same student will begin to say, free, again, you'll be seeing the student asking for his freedom. Free him now, free him now. And just like that, by the time they release him, after maybe 6 months or 1 year, he will just slowly disappear. And you won't see him again. That is the deal. And those are the people that you want to now come out and say, great Nigerian student, great. The greatest Nigerian student, great. The greatest bagba, nonsense. And they say, okay, we're waiting with the bagba now. How far? Waiting we go to now. They say, oh yeah, on your mandate we shall stand. Oh yeah, everybody sing. On your mandate we shall stand. You now go come they look at yourself like Shenans Lele yeah be nonsense. So you see, this is how the system works. It is so corrupt, so rigged that everyone is looking for his own space and they will do anything. No matter how young they are not novice, they are not ignorant, they are intentional, and they are enablers. See them as who they are. Do not think they are too young, they don't know what they are doing. They do. I have seen it. I have seen it very up close, you know that. They don't bomb me for UK. Why they look at me like that? I'm talking about the real thing. You are looking at me like, how did you know? Show why, meaning. Everybody is looking for how to get in and break in, do something. So that at the end of the, you see that Nance guy, when he finishes his own time, he will now be looking forward to the time he's going to be appointed as a special advisor to any politician. It may be it may just be one lawmaker, House of Rep, or senator, or somewhere there, or governor. They will say, oh, he's a former Nance president. He is now a special advisor to the governor of Ogun State. He's now you know what I mean? Like, these young guys knows. And that is the society they are building. They don't care about whether,